Hello and blessings, beautiful souls, Sarava and Ashe. Welcome back to my channel. I have a very late unboxing of, I do believe this is the November Witch's Moon box. Oh my gosh. I am so excited for this one. I'm so excited. I can't even believe it. I'm just super duper excited. So I wanted to do a face-to-face kind of unboxing rather than an overhead camera unboxing because it takes me a little bit longer to set up the overhead camera unboxings, and I'm so far behind on this. The reason why I'm behind on this is because it took me the longest time to film the Witch's Bounty for November, and I've got to tell you, I just hit wall after wall after wall. I'm like, does this item not love me? What's going on? As it turns out, there was some weird astrological stuff going on, and I managed to get the video out there. It's not perfect. I even forgot to put the little thingy up there. Oh, it was just don't. I can't even, okay? So focus on this bad boy here. I'm going to open it up and hold up one item at a time. And without further ado, let me just do the thing. I'll do the clumsy holding up of the box with all the content, hoping not to drop it. There we go. That's more or less what it looks like. It starts off with this. Ooh. Okay, let's have a look at this. There we go, right there. Pursue harmony. Approach everything with moderation. Avoid being obsessive. You will know when things are out of balance. Pause now and amend your strategy. The Wisdom of Teo, Volume 2. That is the back of the card itself. And I think this is a very beautiful illustration. Like, take a look at that illustration. It's so delicate, it's very subtle. The birds, the cranes, I should say. There's just like this flowy nature, like this windy, flowy nature. Very beautiful illustration, actually. Underrated. I actually think that they could have done with having that illustration large and not have such a wide border, but that's just like, it's just a little critique-ish thing. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, what does this say? Okay, I want to read you the title of this box. However, I cannot understand the beautiful, flourishing writing. Like, can anyone tell me what that says at the top there? There, just there. This clearly says scribe. So we're just going to go with that. Okay, and here is what it says. The journey of 1,000 lessons can only be explained by the one that writes the word. The endless pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment begins and concludes with the Mystic Scribe. I think it says Mystic. Yeah, I think we got there in the end. It says Mystic Scribe. Right, now that we know the thing. We know it. As one of the most sacred and necessary practices in our craft, the art of writing and remembering allows us to be intimate with our story and manifestations. The power that comes from the deeply personal practice proves to make space for growth, comprehension, and meaningful intent. We work to make the sacred practice of becoming the scribe one of our most powerful attributes. And then it has a little note here. It is important to always remember that your path is sacred to your individual self. We recommend taking the time to connect with the items in this box and use them in a way that feels correct to you. Every practitioner resonates with different ideals and ways of performing rituals. We do not take this work lightly and strive to provide the highest quality ritual items for you to use. Be sure to clear your space and cast your circle of protection before performing any type of ritual. And so, I'm not going to read what's in the box this time. I usually do, or sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know, I like to mix it up a little bit, basically, is what I'm saying. But I don't want to. I don't want to do that today. I'm going to leave this close in case I need to refer it. I'm just going to pop you over there, Mystic Scribe. Can't believe we got there in the end. We got there in the end, folks. Right, so straight away I noticed this goodness. I'm going to hold up the box again for you guys to see. Rightio. And we have sigils. Protection, prosperity, psychic maybe, enchantment, and then peace. So this was a really interesting inclusion, and I think for those who want to rock these bad boys, put them in your grimoires, your books of shadows, this is a really great little inclusion. And I even think that you could frame these and put them up on your wall should you like to do something like that, or use them in your sacred space to bring in certain energies. All good stuff. Okay, so we've got two beautiful sort of like lower back to front, I get that, beautiful art pieces. The Mystic Alphabet, we have here a list of dialects, I guess, linguistics, Anglo-Saxon, Theban, Ogham or Ogham, Magi, Futhark, Egyptian, and Angelic. So this would actually make a really interesting inclusion to your grimoire as well. I know back in the day, in the 90s, let me tell you, a 90s witch story, gosh, look at me, back in the day. Well, actually back in the day, Theban was the rage, and it would not be very uncommon to see witches writing in their books of shadows or their grimoires in Theban. Now, I've never been one to jive with Theban in such a way, mostly because I like to know what it is that I'm writing, and I know as a bilingual person, I know that the way that you write something in English is not the way that you write something in Portuguese, so I don't feel comfortable using Theban until I know how to speak it, at least, right? But it is a magical writing language, apparently. So anyway, and it talks a little bit about magical languages, or our magical alphabets down below, which I appreciate. So yes, it's beautiful, and I really do love just down the bottom here, it's like the little feather and quill and little candle and certain little symbols there. And then we have here the oak moon. This is stunning. Look at this. Look at that. It has the Norns. I'm guessing this is the Israel. You have oak. You have, oh, this is beautiful. You have lots and lots of really great attributes listed here. And other names: cold moon, dark moon, holy moon, long nights. Very Yule-ish and influenced. Element fire, earth, Sagittarius, Capricorn, celestial influence, moon, Jupiter, Saturn, sun, magical beings, the faith, the Norns, Boulder, and so on and so forth. Animals, owl being one of them, ravens being one of them, yes, wolf being one of them. Botanicals, aniseed, bay, blessed thistle, cedar. Gosh, so much great information. And I think the artwork of this one is really, really pretty. I love the fact that they do have such unique individual artwork in each of their boxes, and I think it is a really nice touch. It's a very personal thing to receive such a unique personal piece of art, and I think that it adds to the charm and the character of the box as a whole, because this is not something, it doesn't look cheap, it looks beautiful, and it looks, you know, and it's on solid backing card. And it's something that you would use, or you would use as a decoration or a leaf in your grimoire. And so it's a nice touch, especially if you're the type of individual who doesn't trust your own handwriting. And I've met plenty of people like that. I myself used to be a person such as that would just fear the page, like a new diary, a new journal. Like, oh my gosh, the apprehension, the fear of just putting my pen on the first page. And then I started with a technique of turning the page and then beginning on the second page, because then for some reason the pressure was off. But I used to have all of these diaries, all of these journals, where I made a mistake on the front page and then I just never used it. And what a waste, what a waste. And this is going back in a day of I've known what to do for a long time now, but it was a hindrance. Alright, so this is all black. Look at this. Oh! Ooh! It's amazing. Oh gosh, this looks like something out of Harry Potter. Look at that. Hang on, let me focus it. There we go. I've got to smell you. I have to smell you. Oh. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, I want to eat it. I'm very conflicted. I want to eat it. I want to wear it. I want to roll myself around in it. I'm very conflicted by this aroma. Oh, it's a spicy sweet. It's got like this cinnamony. Oh, I just want to smell it again. Amazing. This is their best scented salt ever. Like, this is the number one. And I've smelt a lot of them. This is it. This one here, best ever. Congratulations, Witch's Moon. You have nailed it. That one there. Oh, I'm just going to smell it one more time. Just one more time. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so conflicted. To eat it, to roll yourself around in it, to rub it all over. Oh, just gosh. Okay, black tea and a little muslin bag there. So we have our little tea and our muslin. So this is very exciting. And then an oil. Oh, I'm excited. Woo, woo, woo. Please smell good. Totally opposing smell to the salt. Very fresh. Very, very fresh. No herbs. This is purely fragrant. Oh, there might be a crystals inside. So there we have it. Amber bottle, nice little fat one. I like these. They do come in several different types of bottles. The magical oils that you'll see in the Witch's Moon. I have a couple within easy reach, but I do prefer these little fatter ones. I do like them. I like them. We must have our preferences, right? We have here sweet wood, which is to say that it is cinnamon. And then we have the clearing, and this is a mix. It does have lavender in it. Fresh, fresh, fresh. So we have sweet wood, and we have the clearing just here. Cinnamon and lavender mixed in with something else, and very, very handy. I love working with lavender. What is your favorite herb or botanical to work with? Like, don't give me an exotic one. Tell me the common ones. I find that people tend to resonate with like really exotic stuff, and that's fine. I have all my exotic favorites as well, but I'm talking about your workhorse, the one that you reach for just about everything. I'm not gonna lie, lavender is right up there with my workhorse of a botanical. Okay, so we have something mysterious in this little black satin baggie. I love the way this sounds. I love the way it sounds. Ooh, are these calcite? And here's why I didn't put it away too far. Oh, they're moonstones. It's called the Inner Flame Sacred Salt. That delicious sacred salt. It's called the Inner Flame Sacred Salt. So these are cut and coated rough moonstones. I'm going to take them out of the baggie because they're throwing too much reflection, and I'm aware of that. Just beautiful. I love moonstone. I love rainbow moonstone. Okay, I'm going to not put that too far away. And they came in a beautiful little baggie. And then we have the candle. Now, I absolutely adore the Witch's Moon candles. I use them every damn day. In fact, I'm pausing right now. I'm using a non-toxic paraffin wax candle because I'm trying to, oh, beautiful. I am trying to, gosh, you cannot go past the smell of beeswax. Just so magical. It has a beeswax. The smell itself has that same type of like emotive memory trigger that sage and pole santal have for me. I just feel like I'm in ritual space when I smell these beautiful natural aromas. This looks, we have incense here. I wonder what this smells like. It smells like men's aftershave. There we go. Very fresh. So we have something intriguing in this box here. And, I'm excited. Woohoo! I never watch unboxings of the Witch's Moon prior to me unboxing the Witch's Moon. I love surprises. I do. I'm the type of person that likes nice surprises. Not weird and like scary surprises. What do we have here? We have an upside down situation. Okay, Victorian Trading Company, the Witch's Moon, Victorian Trading Company. Spell inks designed exclusively for... We were just talking about this in our coven Zoom meeting this morning. My Patreon coven, and we were just talking about beautiful inks, how to make your own inks, using inks. Coven, look, Coven, Witch Weavers, check this out. Check this out. Oh gosh, that's amazing. I have to open it, but I don't. It is luxe. It feels solid. I have held tarot decks in my hand that haven't been packaged this nicely. But the problem is I can't take the packaging off. Oh, look at this. It's got, oh my gosh. First of all, look at that. Look at that beautiful selection. It is protection ink, enchantment ink, peace ink, prosperity ink, and psychic ink. And there is a quill. It's really in there. It's like really deeply in there. I want to get it out, but I don't want to harm it in any way. That took forever. That took forever. Don't know. Look at this thing. What is it? It is a glass. I stabbed myself with it. It is a glass. It's a glass, like, oh my gosh. It's a glass calligraphy pen. And it wants to draw blood. It literally stabbed me. It is stunning. Look at that. Look at it. It's so rad. And here's a little shot of the actual nib. See, it's like glass. It's amazing. Wow, very delicate, very unique. See here, they are all sealed in wax. They all have a beautiful gold Victorian style label, and oh my goodness, just beautiful. Just beautiful. I cannot believe what they can manage to fit in these boxes. Like, honestly, I can't believe it. This is just so beautiful. Like, I honestly cannot believe this. No, I'm not even joking. I was on a Zoom live with my Patreon coven today, our very first Zoom live, and we talked about this very thing, about magical inks and magical journaling and the importance of journaling and all of this really fun, yum stuff. And then, like, moments later, I unboxed this bad boy, and I had no idea that this was in here, and I'm just so blown away. Oh my gosh. Serendipity. We spoke of serendipity as well, folks. Oh, beautiful. And that is it. That is this beautiful Mystic Scribe moon box. Wow, I'm always so impressed with the Witch's Moon. This Witch's Moon box is just stunning. I honestly, I can never believe what it is that they can fit into these boxes. The box did feel quite heavy, And I can now understand why. There is some weight to this. There is some weight to this bad boy. Like, this is heavy. This has some weight to it. And I'm so impressed that they got an entire spell writing kit made by the Victorian Trading Co. And it's like the Witch's Moon. The Witch's Moon, right there. And so they really do go above and beyond to make these boxes something that is both outstanding and exceptionally unique. These items, they always feel like they are so solid, they are so well made, they will last forever. That's what it feels. It doesn't feel nasty or disposable. It just feels so well made. And sometimes you're just like, what? How? Why? How can they manage to do, like, what? Ah! And by the time you've opened up your box, you feel just like I do right now, and that is just utterly gobsmacked at the attention to detail, the fine quality of the items inside the box, and just the inherent magical value that you are going to find in one of these Witch's Moon products. So I'm going to stop there because otherwise I'll just keep on rambling, but I will leave the link to the Witch's Moon subscription box in the description box below. That's a tongue twister. And I'll also put in there the Witch's Bounty and the Witch's Moon's new box, which they unveiled on Instagram, and I'll leave the link to all of that in the description box below. And in the meantime, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm wishing you so much love, luck, peace, and joy. Mwah! Look after yourselves, beautiful souls. It was an absolute pleasure sharing this moment with you. And if you have received this Witch's Moon box, tell me what you thought of it. Did you love it? Did you too stab yourself with the writing implement? It's an amazing thing, right? All right, gorgeous ones. I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.